This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Can
Yes,
you all
ma'am.
hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So till last class we were discussing which is related to conditional formatting. So from there onwards, like we have to continue from there what we have stopped. In case till whatever we have covered, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, so we will first discuss the doubts what you have, and then we will proceed with the next options. Does anybody has a questions, doubts?
Ma'am, could you please send the
Yeah.
last class's recording in the group because I missed the first part.
The video will be shared along with today's by tomorrow. The thing is, there is no proper network. Actually, saying is from last 3 days we don't have proper network anywhere because of the cyclone, and most of the network is very down. So we are facing a lot of difficult to form a convert into videos itself. It will be shared to you by tomorrow. Fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So let's continue the class. You can practice the one which is shared with you till now, and once I start finishing this excel, I'll give you a complete notes regarding excel, then I will start with the tableau. So I'm not suggesting you to download right now. I will suggest you a day, one day before, how to download the tableau so that you can download and keep it, so that we can start continuing with our classes. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I forgot the name of the file what I gave. Okay, data visualization. We were doing till here, right? Highlighting the values, that is duplicate values and unique values. Till here we have done. The same thing, you have a more rules also. In case if you want to highlight it, you can use this highlighting also. Say, suppose I have this values. I'll click on this conditional formatting. Okay, more rules. From here also you can do it. But what we have done till in our last classes, we started with the conditional formatting. We discussed about the alignment, number formatting, and conditional formatting. In conditional formatting, we have learned here how to highlight the values greater than, lesser than, between. Between this all like equals to, text that contains, all these things we have learned it by highlighting with the available colors, and by choosing the more colors and formatting options, we have done that. So in this source, we have the same option. Suppose say here, I want to highlight something here. When I go for this more rule, so it says cell value greater than, lesser than, same option here also you'll be getting. So you can provide it here as well as you can highlight the color. Say suppose the same thing what we did here, greater than, I'll apply here. Greater than 70 I've done, I'm going to use the same thing. Conditional formatting, highlight
Ma'am,
the cell
your
rule.
screen is not shared.
Is that?
Yes, we can't see the screen.
Is it shared now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have done something like greater than, high, lesser than, between values, and duplicate values, unique values, text that contains, all these things we have discussed. Now in the same thing you also have one more option, the same option, greater than, lesser than, unique values. Here there is something called as more rules. So what we will do, we will select this conditional formatting, then more rules. You will find the same option here, greater than, lesser than, between. Suppose this is greater than 17, so I'm just giving here greater than 70. Okay, formatting, you can click on this format. I'll make this bold and let me increase the font size. So this is not allowed. Okay, font color, I'll make it as dark green. Then fill, I'll use this light color, or I'll use some other color, blue color. Click on this OK. So this is a preview. I'll click on this OK now. Now you can see this, how it has been highlighted. Same thing, I'm just using the same thing, greater than 70, by providing the colors. So you can also use this using a more rules from here. Okay, let's find some other options also. I'll just copy these values. I'll put it here. I'm going for next option, conditional formatting, top to bottom rules. Okay, in this I'll select this first range, go for this conditional formatting, top to bottom, top 10 values. So by default red color has been selected. I don't want top 10, I want top 5, top 5 rules. And let's go for this customizing color, more color I'll choose one of the color. Okay, again okay, again okay. So see, so top 5 values is being highlighted, right? At the same time, if at all you want to highlight the values which is bottom 5, so you can highlight this, select the range, go for conditional formatting, top to bottom, bottom 10. So let's change here for 5, bottom 5. We'll go for the color, customizing. I'll choose here fill effects. Two colors I'll be using here. So one color is this, second color is this, or okay, this two color I'll use. So however you want that color, you can choose here. So from corner, so this color, from the center you will be having highlighted color. Click on OK, again OK. So the color combination what you have choose is applied here. And other than this top 5 and bottom 5, you have a percentage also. See, top 10 percentage. So that means 0 to 10, 10 to 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. This is the percentage. Now say, suppose I'm increasing here. Let me make 15, top 15 percentage. So see, if I make top 20 percentage, so 90 and above, 80 and above, let me take here top 30 percentage. So that means here these are the values. So automatically it will take the values. Suppose if I take top 50%. So whichever is more than 50, that will be considered. If I'm choosing more than 70, now see top 70 values. These are the values. It is ignoring 30, 36, 31, here 49. But all more than 60, it has been counted. 60 to 70, 70 to 80. So like this. So the value, whatever you will give, it will consider into a percentage. 10%, 20%, 30%. Now I'm giving here 30%. The top 30% will be selected here and we'll choose the color. We'll choose whatever the color you want. I'll go for more colors and I'll pick the combination, or you have the custom also. You can just click on whichever the color shade you want, then click on that OK, again OK. Okay, wait one second, customize, more colors, customize here, pattern. I'll use this pattern style, how you want the color. So I will use this dots. This dot doesn't look good. Checks. I'll click on this. Okay. Again, okay. Now can you see there is a checks kind of things. This also you can use. So same thing I'm going to try with the next one, bottom 10 percentage. So I'm again changing here bottom 30 percentage with the fills, custom format, more colors. Choose whichever the color you want. I want this dark color. I'll click on this. Okay. The same thing, automatic color here, and here pattern I'll choose as this diagonals. So you can see this, and I'll click on this. I want it on all the sides. Outline. Okay. I want it on all the sides. I'll click on this. Okay. Again, okay. So see, since I've chosen the fill colors also, it shows like this. So top 30%, bottom 30% we have highlighted. Then among this, there is also above average values. So I'll just copy the same values to use this. First, I'll select this range, conditional formatting. I'll use the above average. Above average means more than a 60%, more than a 60%. Custom. So borders, outline, then fill. I'll choose this light fill. Okay. I'll click on this. Okay. Again, okay. So this is above average. Now we will go for below average, conditional formatting. Top to 10 values, below average. We will go for the colors, custom color, pattern. I'll choose this. Then fills. I'll choose this color. Click on OK. Again OK. So top 10, bottom 10. You can see the values. Sorry, above average, below average. More than this values, whatever you have, those values will get selected. Okay. So values whichever is selected is above average. Above average means it will always calculate more than 60 or more than 70. See, and below average it will always calculate up to 40 or up to 50. Okay, since we have very less value, it will consider all the values, and the average value it will bifurcate. So now see here, more than 80 is been highest value, but less than 70 is the highest value, above average. If you take below average, see, above 70 everything is above average, less than 70 is everything below average is taken. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Do you guys girls has any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes, you can try this. If any questions, any doubts while doing, you can ask me. Have you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Let's proceed then. The next option, again let me give some values equals to rand between 30 comma 95. I'll close the bracket. 30 comma 95. I need the value still here vertically and horizontally till here. Since the values will keep changing whenever I press enter or recalculate whenever I update any information in any other cell, I'll copy this and I want the values in the same place. So again, I'll paste it here itself by using paste as values. So I'm using the shortcut keys. I've already taught you this option values. So in a paste drop down, this option which I've used is a shortcut key. With the shortcut key, I've used it paste as values. Now I got this values. Now what I want among this is I need to highlight the values. So we have used this. We have the other set of options data bars. So we will see how this is being used and how we are going to work on it. So I'll just use this. Just let me highlight the values. I have to teach you one more thing. Suppose in case my keys is not working and there is no shortcut keys, how I have to use the shortcut keys when there is no shortcut keys for such options, how you will use, just press alt button. When you press alt button, you can see these are the files, these are the keys which is getting highlighted. If not alt, you can also use F10. F10, this will highlight the keys. Now I want to go for home tab H. Then I have to go for borders. It says here, see, it says here B. So I press B. I want here thick outside border, so I have to press T. Then again here, Alt, Home tab H, borders B, thick outside border. So if you see here, till here only I have given outside border. For this thick part, I have not given. I'm just giving this. Alt, H, B, T. Okay, again I use Alt. If not Alt, I'm using F10. Then after F10, then home H, borders B, thick outside border T. Again I use F10, then I'll go for this home tab H, borders B, then thick outside border T. Like this I can select. Now what I want to do, I want to apply a borders. I'll select this. Again F10, home tab. Now see here, I have a conditional formatting. It says L. I want to go for data bars. So the data bar says here D, right? D. Since I used a mouse, it is not showing me D. Okay, so let's do once again. F10, home tab, conditional formatting L. I have to go for D, that is data bars. In the data bars, you have an option which colors you want to give. Each cell is 100% value. Understood? Each cell is 100% value. You have a gradient fill C. So this is having a gradient fill. Same thing, you have a solid fills. So colors, you have an option, whichever the types of colors you want, that you can do. So first we will use the gradient fills. Then again I'll use for the next range the solid fills. Observe this, each cell is a 100% value, 100 value. Out of 100, whatever the value it will be, it will change. Suppose in this, here it is a 94, I'll keep it as 50. Now see, only half of the cell has been covered. If I keep it as 10, see 10%. Same thing, I will make it 100. Now entire cell is in a color. Okay, so like this, each cell will have the color. Suppose if I'm making a value here 66, I'll keep it as 1. See, there is only one thin line. If I'm making the same thing as 5, see the value? If I'll keep it as 15, so based on the cell values, it will show you the bars. Okay, so I'll also do one more thing. I'll add some negative values also somewhere. Okay, this we will do later. Now let me show you the solid fills. I'll select this range. then F10, or you can use Alt, Home tab H, conditional formatting L, data bars D. I can choose the color. So previously I've used a gradient colors. This time I'm going to use solid colors. So I've used a solid color here. So this is next one. If what if I'm having a negative values? So here 36 I have, I'll make it as minus 36, minus 36 the negative value. Then I have here 40, 66, or let me go for 60. 60. I'll edit this minus 60. Then I have a 47. I'll make this as minus 47, negative value. Now I will select this range, go for conditional formatting, data bars. So I'm using this color. Can you see? The negative values is on the opposite direction. The negative value is in the opposite direction. When I choose red color, both are in the same color. But if I use any other color, see, if I'm using any other color, the negative value still be in a red color only, right? It's still in a red color only. Now, what if I want to change this colors or any other things? So, in a conditional formatting of data bars, you have an option here as more rules. Click on this more rule. Now what color you have here, that you can see. So solid fills you want, or the gradient fills, that you can choose it. So I'll choose here gradient fills, and I have a color for the bars. I'll choose the color whatever I want. I'll go for the more colors, then the standard, then I'll pick one color. I'll click on this OK. This is not, I'll click on this OK. Now this is the color. For this color, if you need a outside border, so I'll use this mm, somewhat like red color. So can you see here the preview? It says here. Now this is for the positive value. For negative value and access, you have an option here. Select this negative value and options. Fill color, which color you want for the negative values. By default, it is in red color. You can go for more fills and choose the color what you want. So for negative colors, I'll choose this color. Okay, and I'll click on this OK. For border, if you want a border, you can choose the border color. So here also I'll use the same border color. Okay, and then axis color, the one which divides between the positive value and the second value, the line, in which color you want, so that color you can choose. I want the line to be in a dark red, and I'll click on this OK. Again OK. Now can you see there is a color, there is a dark red line, and the color for the positive as well as for the negative, and this color is also having a borders. The color is also having a border. So how you want, like that you can change it. Okay, so now let's do one more change. Let's work on the another change. So I'm just having the another negative values. Let me just change here, minus 55. Okay, I have some negative value cells. Now what I want here is I will select this range. So now what I want, I have the positive value bars from right side to left side, right? See this, I have a bars from left side to right side, from left side to right side. So I will select this range, go for conditional formatting, data bars, more rules. So choose whatever the color you want. Assume that I'm just picking this color, or let me choose any other color also. I'll choose this color. Okay, color doesn't matter, I've just chosen this color. And this one bar will change from right to left, and I'll click on this. Okay, so see, instead of left to right, I have a
Yes,
bar with the
ma'am.
right to left. Same thing if I am a, yes, ma,
Ma'am,
tell
whatever
me,
you're doing, it's not displayed, ma'am.
is it only
Ma'am,
for you
also
or
I think there
everyone?
is a ma'am, it is
Even
for most of us, I think. And also there is a lag. Whatever you do, it's showed a few seconds later or even more.
Yes, ma'am, it's lagging a lot.
We can't follow the
Oh,
instructions.
in that case, I'll do one step and I'll let you to try. Okay, so before I continue, did you understand this first two options? This one, solid fill and gradient fill.
Yes, ma'am.
Try this. Then next step I'll teach you. Like, give me a moment. Try this. Like within 1 minute you finish it up. So we will try the next one. Okay. The third step, we have a negative values to apply the colors on both the side. I'm selecting this range, conditional formatting, data bars. I'll choose the color green. Gradient fills I'm choosing, or if you want to choose the solid fills also, it is your wish. So by default, green color is for the positive and red color is for the negative. This we have done. Check the same thing. Try the same thing how you will be getting. Later I'll tell you how to change the color. Did you understand this? Were you able to hear me?
Ma'am, after clicking for conditional formatting, what we should do?
Sorry, ma. I understood only one word, conditional formatting, but rest of all I didn't hear anything from your side. Deepika,
After clicking conditional formatting, what we should do, ma'am?
after clicking on the conditional formatting, first
Yes,
select
ma'am.
the range, go for
Mm.
conditional formatting, go to data bars, okay, and choose whatever
Yes,
the color, but don't choose the red color because red color is by
yes.
default given for the negative values. Later I'll tell you how to change the negative values color. Choose any color. Since I already have a cell edited with the negative values, so minus I have given for 2 3 values, 2 3 cells. So when there is a minus value, it will consider as negative value. So I will choose the negative value. So by default, it is taking which color, I'll tell you. Okay, have you all done? I'm doing the next one. I'll first select the range, the next range, go for conditional formatting, data bars. In the data bars, you will find the last option as more rules. Okay, I'll click on this more rules. Then you have a bar appearance option. Solid fills if you want, you can choose solid fills. Gradient fill if you want, you can choose the gradient fills. So whichever you want, that you can choose. Color by default, it is in a blue color. I'll choose the color which I want. I'll choose something like purple color. Then for this, I will say solid bars. Outside bar, I will take it into a green color or whatever color. Just choose whatever the color border you want, that you choose it. Okay, I'm choosing one of the color. Okay, after choosing the same color for colors as well as border color, enough. Then you have one more option here as negative value and axis. Negative and axis. I'll click on this. Now negative bar field colors, by default it is in a red color. Choose the other color if you want to change it. So I'm changing to the color which I want to use for the negative color. Okay, negative color. And for that, again you have negative bar border color. Border color, if it is not selected, select that. Click on border color, pick any color which you want to apply. After selecting that, you have an axis color. Even it is your choice to select any other color for your axis. If not, you can skip this option, axis color. Click on OK. Again, you will get the same option, same screen, new formatting rule screen. Again, click on OK 2 times. Now you can see the negative values in a different color. Suppose if I'm changing this any other cell value, so I'll just change here minus 37. Minus 37, see the negative value. I'll change this cell to any other values. So minus 78, or I will change this minus 23. So the negative values. How you want to adjust the color, choose the color, you can choose this. So I've used two colors, one for the positive and the negative color. Color was chosen by myself, so instead of solid colors, You can try this, whichever the color you want to try, you can try by going to more rules. Start doing it. Just select the range first. Okay, select the range first. After selecting the range, go to conditional formatting, then data bars. Under data bars, more rule. Now choose the color for your bar colors, axis color, border color. There is another option called as negative bar and axis. Click on that and choose the color what you want. Try this. Done everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I didn't hear anyone. Did you? Okay, Neha. Nihal. Fine. Next one, we'll see the opposite direction of the bars. Instead of left to right, we will try right to left. I'll select the range, conditional formatting, data bars. Okay, go for more fills. Choose the color, bar fill colors. Choose whatever the color you want. I'm choosing the color like gray color I'll choose, and border I will take it as dark black itself, no other changes. And after selecting this color, since I do not have a negative values, I have an option here saying that bar direction. If you see, there is a bar direction below the border color. So I'll choose right to left. Right to left. The preview will also change. Click on OK. So the bars will change from left to right or right to left. Try this. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We will try the next one. Okay, I'll select this range. Good. Conditional formatting, data bars. Choose whatever the color you want. I'm choosing one of the color which is by default available, but I have the other changes also. So what I will do, I'll go for more colors. I mean the more rule. When you go for more rules, you have an option show bars only. You have an option show bars only. If you check in inside this and click on OK, you cannot see the numbers. You cannot see the numbers, you can only see the bars. Then how will I know what is the value? If you click on this individual cells, you can see the values in the formula bar. In the formula bar it will show you, or if you just double click into the cell, it will show you the values. You can either see in the formula bar or in the cell when you double click, or any cell if you just click on, if you just pass on that, you will see the values in the formula bar. So I have given a data bars only, that is from left to right. I'll select one more range, go for conditional formatting, data bars, more colors. I'll choose a different color which I need. So probably I'll take a black itself. Okay, then I will take here show bars only, but this time I'll also change the bar direction right to left. Click on OK. So see, you can see the values in your cell by double clicking. If not, you can see in the formula bar. Two things. One, only bars only right to left. The next one, bars from right to left. Two things have tried. You can try this too. If any questions or any doubts you have, you can ask me. Have you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will do the next step. Again, I'll use one more values. Same thing, I'll just repeat the formula rand between 30, comma 95, close bracket, enter. I'll extract these values vertically as well as horizontally to few extent. Now I'll copy those values, paste it as values, copy and paste as a value, so that I don't have a changes in a number whenever I redo it, whenever I edit it or anything. Now we have seen three things. One is highlighting the cell, okay, based on the values by providing. The next one again, top 10, bottom 10 values, this we have seen, and bars we have seen. Next step, what we are going to see is we are going to see the icons, or you can see like showing the shapes for each and every values. Let's do this and see what changes we will be finding and what are the types of options we have. We will see one by one. Now I've selected this one range. I'll go for this conditional formatting. In this, we will go for coloring scale. First thing, coloring scale. What we have done is we have given a bars for each and every cell. But now, and if you see this, we have this value top 10, bottom 10. And I also have the same option here, top values, bottom values, average values. Now I want this top, bottom and average values in a 3 colors to be highlighted, or 2 colors. First we will see 2 colors. Highest value in one color, lowest value in one color to be highlighted from this individual cell. Entire cell will be filled with the colors. So how, say example, now I want to fill the color. I'll click on this fill, so the colors will be filled. Same way, I will select this range. I want to fill the colors for the top and the bottom. Conditional formatting, here color scale. So first thing, I'll use the 2 colors. So the last line, green and yellow color scale. This I'm picking, green and yellow color scale. So highest value will display in green color, lowest value will come in a yellow color. Okay, so this is done. So for your changes, let me give here as value 10. I'm just changing the value 10. See the changes, and here I'll make 25, and 76 I'll make it into 45. See the color changes, how it is changing. And this 73 I'll make it into 8, only 8. So the color from highest value to lowest value will change the color of each and every cell. Each and every cell's colors will be changing. This is 2 color. Now let's try with the 3 color. I'll select the next range. Conditional formatting, coloring scale. In this coloring scale, I'll pick the first one, that is green, yellow and red color scale. So green color is for the highest value, red, this yellow color is for the average value, and red color is for the lowest value. I'm choosing this color. So automatically it is applied. Try these 2 shades, then we will see by customizing the color based on our requirement. Girls, done? Why no response?
Yes, ma'am, done.
Okay. Let me do the next one. We will use the color by ourselves. by choosing whichever the color we want. We'll go for this conditional formatting. Then we'll go for coloring scale, more colors. Go for this more rules. More rules. So you have two options here. See, format style to coloring scale. First we will use two options, then we will go for the three options. So what I will do is I'll use this like sunrises color. That means red gold color combination we will use. For highest value I'll go for more values. In this I'll go for the standard. So I'll choose the gold color, the dark red color or like orange shade. Okay. And then I'll go for the minimum value, more colors, standard. I'll choose like a yellow color like gold kind of colors. I'll choose this. I'll click on this. Okay. So this will be the shades. Okay. This will be the shades. So whichever the color you want to use, that color you can go for. I'm just choosing here gold color. So red and yellow. Okay. I'll click on this. Okay. You can see the combination. If you still want to edit this color, suppose I've choose the wrong color, I want to choose another one, so go for more rules. You can again use the more rules here, change however you want. Okay, I'll go for this color. Again, more rules, standard. I want the highest value to be in a red itself, and then the lowest one, more. I'll choose like directly yellow color. Yellow color. I'll click on this. Okay. Again, okay. Red and yellow. So you can see the difference. How the color changed. Only two color combination. Now we will use three color combination also. I'll select the range, conditional formatting, coloring scale, more rule. Okay, here format cell I will use three color scale. So highest one I will take it into a purple color, and middle one I'll take it into a dark yellow color. Then the lowest one I will pick a green color. Okay, and I'll click on this. Okay, so you can see this highest value to lowest value, how the color changes. So two color you want or three color you want, that color combination you can pick from this. However you want, you can choose the color. Two color you want, three color you want, you can choose from this. Try this too by choosing two color combination and three color combination. Choose your colors whatever you want. Have you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have our values. So what I will do is instead of this data bars, we will use now icons. Okay. So I'll select the first range, go for conditional formatting, icon setting. Can you see the directions, shapes, indicators, rating? So which kind of indicators you want to use, that you can use. Now I have the first one. It says three icons: green in the up arrow and yellow towards the right side, and then down arrow you have. So highest value, average value, bottom value. Okay, top, average, and bottom value. You have three arrows. At the same time, you have other multiple rows also. See here, if you take our arrows in this, other than that three arrows, you have a four arrows option, five arrows option. 4 is for highest, then the above average, below average, bottom value. And when you have 5 arrows, it is for highest value, above average, average, below average, and the bottom values. So whichever you want to use, that values you can use. I'm using your 5 arrows. You can see all the 5 arrows. So average, bottom, highest, then here above average and the below average. All the arrows has been seen. And the next option I'll use here, instead of this icons, I also have an option here to use the shapes. So I'm using three traffic lights: green, yellow, and red. Okay, this also you can use, or instead you want a indicators, that also you can use. I can go for this icon setting. I have the flags, so I'll use the flags, or if you want a ratings, you can go for conditional formatting, and icon settings, use the rating also. I'm using the stars. So this values I have used. So you can try all of these things, then I'll show you how to use the customization using a more rules. Okay, so next one, I'll use other values like same values 35 comma 95. So I use, sorry, 30 comma 95. I'll close the bracket. Now for this also I'll extend the values, so vertically as well as horizontally. So till this icons, have you all tried all the types of icons which is available by default?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we will try to do the other icons. So I'll select the first range, conditional formatting, icon setting. We will go for more rules. More rules. So here you have an option to select the icons, show icons only later. So see here which type of icons you want, that you can select. But this icons is also the same thing which is already available in the data bars. You cannot pick the other one other than this. There is no such options given here. Okay, so whichever one you want, that you can select it. So I'm going to choose here highest value with the full one. Okay, so greater than this, then here I'll use 3, then the lowest one I'll use it 2. If at all, if this is suiting you, you can click on this OK. If not, you want to reverse the icons. Example, when I'm going on this icon setting, more rules, by default green, yellow and red traffic signal, highest is in green, lowest is in yellow, this one. If I want to reverse this one, reverse the icon order. Now you can see red, yellow and green. This also you can do. Suppose I want to choose some other things like diamond, triangle and circle, or any other things. So here whichever the icon settings you will be choosing. Okay, whichever the icon type, I'll choose this one. So highest one is in a black color, but I will reverse this reverse icon, so highest one will become a black one, that is the lowest one less than 25. You can click on this. Okay, so you got this. Instead, if you want only these icons also, you have the same option here also, more rules. So here, instead of reversing, when you reverse it, below that you have an option show icons only. Whichever the icon you will be choosing, whichever the icon you will be choosing, for that you can use show icons only. So the lowest value will be shown here as this. I'll click on OK. Now see, only icons will be displayed. So whichever the format of coloring you want to use, you can use this. Okay, try this. Try to give your own colors. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's try the next part. So all these things I already told you. This pivotable charts we will do later. Page layout we have already discussed in a printing option. Now what we will do, we will directly enter into our formulas. So here I start with the board mass. So before board mass, you know this how the like mathematical functions and all works, right? Say example, let me give you one question. I want to do this like 2 into 5 plus 3 minus 1. What is the answer for this? Yes?
12,
2
ma'am.
into 5, 10. What ma?
12.
12. Yes, the answer is right. We will see here. Equals to 2 into 5 plus 3 minus 1. I get 12 as an answer. Okay, let's do the next one. I say here 3 plus 3 into 2 minus 2. What is the answer for this? Yes, girls?
Ma'am, it's not displayed, ma'am.
It's not displayed.
No.
I am asking like what is the calculation for this? 3 plus 3 into 2 minus 2. You want me to reshare the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
I, I think it's visible, ma. Who is not getting? Like everyone cannot see, or only Priya cannot see?
Ma'am, we also can't see.
Okay, then I'll do one thing. I'll just reshare once again.
Ma'am, the answer is 10, ma'am.
Answer is 10. How, ma? So you said like 10 is the answer. Now is my screen is visible?
No, ma'am.
I shared it again. It still
Yes,
displays.
ma'am.
For me, it isn't sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, someone sent me an answer as 10, but the answer it won't be the same thing. C equals to 3 plus 3 into 2 minus 2. The answer is 7. Okay, let me give one more question. Just try this. 5 plus 5 into 5 minus 5. What will be the answer? 5 plus 5 into 5 minus 5.
Ma'am, 25.
25 is your answer. So it is, yes, 25 equals to 5 plus 5 into 5 minus 5 is 25. Okay, let me give one more problem now. I'm giving same thing 5 plus 5 into 3 minus 2. Tell me the answer for this. Yes,
20.
20. Then I think the answer will be wrong. So equals to 5 plus 5 into 3 minus 2, it will be 18. 20 is the wrong answer. How? Let me tell you. Whenever we work on an Excel, it will always calculate in the format of board mass. Board mass. That means first any value within a bracket will be calculated. Next, any value from one bracket to another bracket. From one bracket to another bracket, it will be calculated. So, say example, it can be anything, one bracket into another bracket, or one bracket plus another bracket values. So, anything if it is there, then it will be calculating. So, this will be like order. Okay, then it will calculate if there is a division. If after the division, it will see a multiplication. After the multiplication, it will go for the addition and then the subtraction. If you observe in the first one, 5, 8, 2, 5, see there is nothing with the bracket related. There is nothing with the order bracket to bracket. Nothing with the division. So starts with the multiplication. So 2 into 5, 2 into 5 is 10. 10 plus 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 1, 12. Right answer. But here what happened? So first addition is not there. So till this 3 we do not have, but we have a multiplication. I started everything with the multiplication. So 3 into 2. 3 into 2. If you observe this, 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. So 7 is what you are getting. And here also, so first one is multiplication. 5 into 5, 25 plus 5, 30 minus 5, 25. So the answer is right. If you observe this also, 5 into 3, 5 into 3, 15 plus 5, 20 minus 2, 18. So this will always follow in this order. Whether you start with the formula with division, addition, multiplication, anything in between or any value, whether it is from the first, from the last, but this will calculate according to the steps only. Board mass, bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Without this format, Excel will not work. This is how we also do mathematics during our school days also. Okay, so like if you would have done in the mathematics like 10th 12th till 10th, or always we will be doing this only, this method only: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all these things. So these are the values how we work on the calculation. Do you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So the next one, we will start with the actual problems: addition, subtraction, multiplications, divisions. Okay, I'll just give here the names, some of the names. Okay, I think we have only 4 minutes left. Okay, I'll start the problems from the next class. Till what today, whatever we have done, you practice all these things. From the next class, we will continue. Okay,
Okay.
fine. That's all for today. We'll see you next class.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
See you
Thank you,
again
ma'am.
tomorrow in tomorrow's class.
Thank you, ma'am.